We all know that every year on 15th August, we celebrate Indian Independence Day. Why do we celebrate this day? This is the day on which India got its independence from the British rule. But when did we become a colony of the British? Let us go back in time, just about 4 centuries into the past. The story begins when the British East India Company set their foot on Indian soil around the year 1600 to trade in spices. From spice trade, slowly they started annexing land from the Indians. In the process of taking over the possession of land, the East India Company fought many battles. The most prominent of these battles is the Battle of Plassey in 1757 between the Nawab of Bengal Sirajuddin Daulah and the East India Company led by Robert Clive. This was the battle for possession of Calcutta. The British victory at the Battle of Plassey was the start of the British East India Company's control over the Indian subcontinent with Calcutta as its capital. The British attacked and conquered many Indian territories. The company started imposing taxes in all its conquered territories and established British curriculum schools. Mosques and temples were demolished to make way for churches. These atrocities angered the Indians. The trigger to ignite their rage came in the form of the new Enfield rifle issued to the Indian soldiers in 1857. It was believed that the cartridges were greased with cow and pig fat. This caused unrest among the Indian sepoys in the army of the British East India Company. One of the prominent figures during this period was Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey laid the foundation for India's first war of independence, the Revolt of 1857. This revolt started from Behrampur, moved to Barakpur, Kanpur, Meerut, and reached Delhi. This was the first time many of the sub-kingdoms of India united under the leadership of Bahadur Shah Zafar II to fight against the British East India Company. This battle continued for 2 years, in which many important historical figures such as Jhansi ki Rani Lakshmi Bai, and Tantia Top took part. The British East India Company, while subduing this revolt, arrested Bahadur Shah Zafar II and killed many of his associates, either by hanging or feeding them as fodder for cannons. This laid the foundation for the colonization of India by the British. Queen Victoria declared that India was now formally taken over by the British. Revolts sparked all over India with freedom fighters like Bala Gangadhar Tilak, Sarojini Naidu, Bhagat Singh, Annie Besant, Uttam Singh, Netaji, Sardar Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Gandhiji spearheading various movements for freedom from British rule, like Swadeshi Movement 1905, Champaran Satyagraha 1917, Khilafat Movement 1919, Non-Cooperation Movement 1920, Purna Swaraj 1929, Civil Disobedience Movement 1930, Quit India Movement 1942, and etc. These resulted in India getting independence from the British on 15th August 1947.
Children, I hope you were able to get the picture of India's freedom struggle. Now, before I wind up today's session, here are some quick questions for you.
What was the immediate cause of the revolt of 1857? Name the freedom fighters who took part in the revolt of 1857. Who was the army commander of the British East India Company? List the freedom movements which ultimately led to the decline of the British rule. Why was the non-cooperation movement called off?
So, all the best children, be prepared with your answers before we catch up. See you in the next session. Good luck. Namaste.